Welcome to the MALLORCA podcast. I'm Oliver, and sitting in the studio again today, we've got the fantastic Jan Edwards. Now, good morning, Jan.
Good morning, fantastic Ollie.
Oliver. The equally fantastic Vicky McLeod as well.
Thank you.
I gave you equal billing
Yes.
How rude.
there. Got away with that.
Hello, Vicky.
Hello, my darling.
Looking fabulous.
Now, we had Jan back in the studio, believe it or not, in late August was the last time.
No
we were
way.
here.
I know.
I was just checking before we got...
These
before we
past few
arrived.
months have just flown by, haven't they?
It's me. How have you been?
I've been okay, actually, yes. Busy,
Yeah.
eating, doing lots of eating.
That's a bit why you're here. It's not the only reason you're here. But if you, Jan used to work in the UK in radio, and we gave a whole load of interview about how you got here and what you're doing here. So if you need to know more about Jan, and please do find out, go back on your podcast feed and look at the last episode, which we published on the 1st of September. Yes.
You can also look at our new website.
Is it released?
Yes.
Wow.
But we're doing it quietly.
Softly.
Okay, a soft release.
Mistakes.
A soft release. Sounds like a kind of toilet paper, doesn't it? Soft release.
Yeah.
In your BBC voice, that sounds
Is
tremendous.
there an Andrax puppy attached to it? I wonder.
Oh, fantastic. Well, congratulations. I know that must have been a huge amount of work.
Goodness. It's
We'll be
still
doing lots of
going
talking
on.
about it, trust us. So
Good.
when we have a little less soft release, I wish we hadn't mentioned that now.
Oh, well, we could start again.
No, I mean, soft release, it's just, yeah. Anyway.
Look.
Wow.
Just showing
Gosh,
Jan
that looks
the
like
page.
me.
Yes, I love that picture of you.
I love it. You took it.
Yeah.
It's the only decent... Well, the pictures you took of me were the only ones of myself that I've actually liked.
Whatever.
Ever.
No way.
No, true.
How come?
Vicky
I don't
McLeod
know.
is available for hire as a photographer, children's parties, Christmas
There's something about the way you take photographs.
I just like people to be happy.
Yeah, and you make the photographer, you make the subject feel relaxed. So that makes all the difference.
Thanks, Jan.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, I'm having a moment.
Having a mutual appreciation society.
If you look below the podcast, you'll find a link to how to contact us to hire Vicky McLeod as a photographer.
Yeah.
And me, for that matter, but I'm...
Well, he's much more the photographer than I am.
My strengths are
He's
in different areas.
He's technically so much better than I am.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I can't argue with that. I don't know.
I
But
take pictures of houses. You don't need to make them feel comfortable. They
no,
just
you
sit there.
don't. They either look good or they don't.
And you don't get to take them to a nice location. They are where they are. It's just a technical exercise.
The only thing you can influence on a house is if someone's tidied or not.
Yes. We're digressing already, aren't we?
We are.
So we need to find out a bit about what you've been up to recently. Jan. Since we last spoke, what have you been up to?
Well, I go out every week to eat out for Restaurant of the Week for MALLORCA Sunshine Radio, which is great fun. I had a very nice trip away for the weekend. It was my birthday.
Oh, okay. Happy
And
birthday.
we went to La Residencia.
Oh, really? Top of the shop. Right, it doesn't get much better than
we
that,
can
does
only
it?
afford it at the end of the season because they close on the 15th.
Well, can you tell us how much it cost?
No.
Oh,
It was a birthday treat.
okay. Was it a lot?
It was more than, we would normally pay, but it was lovely. It was worth every penny.
Okay.
Every centimo.
Oh, the Residencia, correct me if I'm wrong, was actually started by Richard Branson a squillion years ago, wasn't it? It was
It
long
was.
since been sold on, but it
Yes.
remains a beautiful spot. Tell us
Yes.
about it.
It's the Belmont Hotel Group now owns it, and they also have the wonderful Quatre Saisons in Oxfordshire, Le Maison,
yes.
Quatre
Yes,
Saisons,
yes.
which is now closed for 18 months for refurb. But the Belmont it's developed so much. They had a change of manager a few years ago, and he's a Belgian. His name's Thomas Moons. He's obviously really good at his job because he's got a wider responsibility in Europe. But the staff are just brilliant. They remember your name, they ask questions, they greet you properly, and the service is just superb.
We met a head concierge at a sort of networking event in Deià, at Namadera, a couple of years ago. I can't remember his name, unfortunately. He was an absolutely delightful chap, and he kept pouring drinks for us. Like, no, you're not on duty here. Someone else can pour your drinks. But he was absolutely wonderful, a Mile Keen
Yes.
fellow there. But,
That was the concierge. That was the concierge.
I know.
He was
That's
lovely.
what I just said.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Let's go and check the dog wasn't barking at anybody.
Or eating my husband's shoelaces.
That's more likely, but he wouldn't be able to do that and bark.
That's Bert, the unofficial star of the show in this office.
Oh,
And so, I mean, the Residencia, describe it for us. It's a beautiful
it is. It's
layout.
in the village. It's a series of old stone mansions that have been brought together. They have lots of swimming pools, lots of pools, huge pool, which is the main one. They have a pool just for adults, and quite a few of the suites now have their own private pool.
I mean, I've done a few events
Fancy.
at Residencia. Never had the opportunity to go and stay there, but it is, yeah, as you say, it's lots of small, beautiful stone buildings that sit around the earthworks and the bancales. It couldn't fit in better, almost, could it?
And it's wonderful. It has the mountains behind it, so it feels as if you're in a nest. And my husband said, this is a bit like being away from the rest of the world. And it does feel like that. You feel kind of cosseted.
It's a bit like a hobbit village, but with nicer food, probably, isn't it? It looks like you are wandering a little stone paths
I'm
between.
not sure Belmont would approve of Hobbit Village.
I'm not about to hire me as head of PR, I think. But it's a beautiful, little, effectively tiny little stone village set amongst the beautiful village of Deià. It's very sympathetic to its surroundings.
It is. And actually, when you're up on your terrace, so if you've got a terrace, you don't hear the road noise going through the village. You do if you're out on the restaurant terrace. You can hear the traffic noise, but it's not that bad. But Deià is so beautiful. It's just beautiful. We didn't look at the village at all this time because we were just, for one night, I was soaking up every moment of the wonderful environment we were in. It's so beautiful.
Did you eat there too?
We did eat there. There are 2 restaurants there, and I've been lucky enough to eat in both of them. El Olivo is the fine dining restaurant, and that has tasting menus. Richard is more of likes to look at the menu and choose what he wants to eat. So we ate in Restaurant Miró, which is famous because it has original Miró paintings on the wall. I think there are about 30 in the hotel. Which have been more or less on permanent loan, I think.
I mean, that's one of the things that La Residencia is actually quietly famous for as well, is the amount of art.
Yes, and there's an exhibition on at the moment. We went to have a look. They have a gallery there with a grand piano in it, so they obviously use it for other events. But we went to have a look at the current exhibition, and it was a Hungarian artist, and I'm sorry I can't remember her name, but all of her brightly coloured paintings feature, guess what?
Willies.
Toilets.
I was going to say
Really?
Willies.
Not willies. Toilets.
Willies have been done in the middle of the Renaissance, right? Toilets are
So there's
a
toilets.
definite move.
Yeah, and it was really interesting. So we were chatting to her for quite a while, and I told her about the solid gold toilet that was stolen from Blenheim Palace. She hadn't heard that story, so I think there might be a solid gold toilet popping up in a painting sometime.
Very good, yeah.
Yeah, but you can go and see that exhibition until the 15th of November, and that's the last night you can stay there for this year.
And that's it closing now until, until season restarts.
Yes, March, April time.
Right. And Deià's become and particularly the Residencia has become very popular with Americans these days, hasn't it? I mean,
Yes.
there was something clicked, wasn't there, a couple of years ago, and Deià is full.
Yeah, Americans, and also at this time of the year, South Koreans.
Yeah, we heard
There
that
were
too.
lots of South Koreans and quite a few on honeymoon.
Oh.
And we talked to a really sweet couple that didn't really look old enough to be married, but really sweet couple from Gangnam.
Right,
Obviously,
Gangnam
very wealthy
style, there we
parents.
go.
And they were staying at the hotel for 2 weeks for their honeymoon. So
Blimey.
expensive. Lucky them.
Buy a house for 2 weeks in the Residencia.
Yeah.
2 weeks. I
2
mean,
weeks.
a honeymooners, so you know what you're going to get up to. But what normal people, what would you do for 2 weeks?
Read a book.
Many books.
Many books, yes. So,
Do you know,
we had,
I have something to say. We have connection as well to La Residencia, which is that Nina Moons, who is another of our Mallorca insiders,
Thomas's wife.
is Thomas's missus. Yes, and she is running a brilliant website for What's On's in Mallorca.
yeah, it is a very good site.
Excellent.
Yeah, so.
We'll have her in next week, I think.
Absolutely. We had Shirley, another insider who does our updates from Soyer, and she was talking about the South Koreans there. That I must admit I'm out of my zone here, but K-pop, which is a particular genre of Korean kind of pop music, usually featuring quite a lot of young people. They're kind of like 6-7 people in a group, very popular all around the world. I actually filmed a video, or maybe even a social media post in the square in Soyer, and since then, Soyer is absolutely full of young South Korean tourists coming and doing exactly the same pose.
We've seen
my
it. I've seen
goodness.
it
Yeah,
at least.
and they said that suddenly they went from no South Koreans there to absolutely loads, and I think they did the same thing in Deià.
Yeah.
But I mean, Deià is, I don't know how many times you have to go to Deià before the effect wears off. But every time you come round the bend and look at it, it is just the most chocolate box perfect place, isn't it?
I actually quite often well up when I go around that corner, because I've been going to Deià for quite a long time. I used to stay at Esmolly, the other big hotel, not quite as expensive, but I've stayed there a few times, and I just feel this affinity. I have a funny feeling I may have been, I might have lived before in Deià in a previous life.
Really?
I hope so.
There's always some great kind of little events that don't always make it in the radar. We saw Roger McGough, a Scouse poet,
From
reading.
Scaffold.
He was from Scaffold, yeah, band, wasn't he? And he was also an Everton fan, so we got on like a house on fire. But he was doing a reading in one of the little bars there. I just saw a little line on a website somewhere, and he went, "Oh, that was really good."
Wow.
You can also stay in Deià for about £20 a night if you're willing to go for the youth hostel.
That's bunk beds.
It is bunk beds, and you have to be in bed by 10.
Oh no, that's no good, is it?
No, not much
I
good at
don't
all.
have to be in bed, but lights out by
Yeah,
time.
you can't get in again after 10 o'clock. They lock the door.
We've stayed there, haven't we?
Actually, we'd stayed there when we were the only people that night. In fact, that was the night we were seeing Roger McGough.
We stayed there twice. Once when we were walking, and once for Roger McGough.
If you're hiking the GR221, going to bed at 10 o'clock is absolutely fine. If you're going out to watch a poetry reading, it isn't. So we went round the corner. We thought we'd stay in Deià. We couldn't afford the hotels, so we thought we'd go and stay at the refuge. And we were the only people there. And we said, "Can we come in a bit later than 10?" And she was like, "Yeah, go on then, let yourself in." So it was good. So that's the Residencia for your birthday. What other highlights have you been?
Well, we've been
enjoying?
to another foodie event recently called Peccata Minuta.
Oh.
I don't know if you've ever been to one of
No.
these.
No.
It always amazes me that there are so few foreigners going to these events.
I've
They
never
used
heard
to
of
be.
that
They've been going for years. It's an marketing organisation called Chefs In. Chefs, bracket, in, close bracket. Mallorquin. And they represent a number of chefs on the island. And every now and again, they organise events. And one of the ones that we love is Peccata Minuta, which means like a little sit. And it's a tapas event. So you go to the venue, and there are stalls set up with the different chefs, and they all make you get a little book with tokens in, usually about 6 savouries and 2 sweets, a couple of drinks. So you get your tokens, and then you exchange them. You go round, you have one from each savoury and one from the sweets. So it's like a tapas fair in a contained environment.
That sounds great.
They're lovely. They're really good events. And the last one we went to was in Inca, the cloister in Inca. So it's a lovely event. A couple of weekends ago. So the weather was good, and it's a really fun event. They had a DJ. Lots of people, very few foreigners. I think we're probably the only ones. I didn't see any others.
Never even.
I've never seen it
heard of
promoted.
this.
No.
Well, we've been to. They've
How
had
would
all
we
sorts.
find out more?
We go onto the website Chefs In,
Okay.
and they have like an events section. They've done events called Hidden Kitchen.
That's
We've
helpful.
been to a few of those.
We definitely need to sign ourselves up for this.
Yeah,
one, don't
Hidden
we?
Kitchen, and that's a great event. They haven't done one for a long time, but the last one, or the ones that we've been to, you don't know where you're going to be eating.
Well, this sounds great.
You meet somewhere on the Son Castellon, get onto a luxury minibus, and they take you to the venue. So we had...
Like a food rave.
Sounds like
Yeah.
illegal raves of the 1980s, doesn't it?
we
You know.
went to one place, I can't remember the name of the company. It's a company that makes car spares, and they've got a big warehouse on the Polygono. And so we've got piles of tyres, and they've got all these tables set up. It's all beautifully
Really?
done. And they have 1 or 2 of their member chefs that come along and do the food. It's well worth looking out
What
for.
an
But I don't
adventure.
think there's been a Hidden Kitchen for quite some time, and there certainly hasn't been a Peccata Minuta for a long time. The last one we went before this one was at the Nixie Palace last October for charity.
I see these are pretty infrequent events, but sound unmissable, really.
Yeah, there used to be like 3 times a year, but I think there's just a lot of work involved.
Yeah. How many
And of
people
course,
go typically? Sorry.
That's a good point. Probably about 100, I would
Right.
think. I would
Okay.
think.
It's quite an exclusive ticket, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good fun to do, and you get to meet the chefs. They're preparing everything. Oh, I'm going to cough. Excuse me. They're preparing everything there. Most of it they've done previously, and they bring it all there, and they bring a few members of their team, and they finish everything off at the site. So you can talk to the chef about what they've done. It's great fun.
And that was the recent one in Inca.
That was in
Right.
Inca, which is timed to coincide with the Inca fairs.
That's sort of nowish, isn't it? Or
It
we
is
missed
now, yeah. Dijous Bo is coming up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they have like 4 fairs, I think.
Because we don't know much.
Everybody's having a cough.
Well, pause for a cough. There you go, everybody. Right. And we should resume. Yeah, we don't know very much about Inca. I think it's a place that people get bypass a bit. It's not the most glamorous bit of this island, is it? But it is actually quite nice when you get into the middle of it.
Yes,
Isn't
it is. And it's on the train route from Palma, which is great, and from Manacor. So that makes it quite good.
I mean, it's my big tip for anybody going to Dijous Bo is always get a train.
Yes.
Don't drive.
Yeah. It's terrible trying to park anywhere at the moment.
Yeah, we went to Lloseta, I think, didn't we? Got a train from Lloseta up.
Yeah.
No, something like that.
We
Anyway,
drove we
maybe.
parked somewhere and then got the train in. I don't think we went from Palma.
No, we went from, I think it was Lloseta or somewhere.
easier.
Just a few stops down anyway, you can just park by the station.
Yeah.
It was really nice, actually. We saw Suzanne Vega last year, didn't we? She
Oh,
was
yes, in the
really
theatre
good.
in Inca.
Yeah. There's lots of... Dijous Bo is... I probably
That was
haven't
in
said that right.
Manacor, Ollie.
No, it wasn't.
Was it?
It was in Inca.
But it wasn't part
Ignore
of
her.
Dijous Bo.
It was to coincide with all the things that go with the festival.
No, it was in the summertime.
Was it? Forget that then. Dijous Bo... Dijous
Bo.
There we go.
There we go.
That means sort of Fat Tuesday, doesn't it?
I think it means Good Thursday.
I'm covering myself in glory here. So good.
Oh
No, you're
my
right. It is definitely
God.
Thursday. Good Thursday is the biggest fiesta on the island, I think, isn't
Yeah,
it? Actually,
it is.
goes on for a long time, and it takes over the whole town. And there's car rallies and concerts and all kinds of stuff. But it's well worth a visit.
It is worth a visit.
150,000 people attend.
Really?
Yeah, I just wrote a little thing for the website, actually. 150,000 people.
That would put some people off.
Well, I mean, it's a big number. But
Yeah,
it's also
huge.
quite fun, and it's massive. I mean, there's enough room.
Yeah.
We went
'cause
there
it's
last year and
well
bought some
spread.
crisps.
Yeah, we went there. We bought crisps. That's exactly what I said as
Oh,
well.
from one of the stalls.
Yeah, because we'd
freshly
never seen.
made.
Yeah, freshly made crisps.
Oh.
They were slicing spuds into boiling fat, and so these were arty crisps, as reflected in the price.
Yes.
So they weren't. We didn't just for a bag of Walkers.
But
or
they were
anything.
worth it.
They were good.
They were good. And then we ended up having bad paella somewhere. But we saw a lot of birds of prey. That was interesting.
It
Did
was.
you see that? Remember that?
I do. Yes.
Yeah, there was like a big exhibition of farm animals, and
Ah,
then there was
right.
also birds of prey.
Yeah.
And that was kind of cool.
Yeah, they're fantastic, aren't they? They do look a bit fierce close up.
I do.
That's true.
Or slightly bemused if it's an owl. What's going on?
Looking very wise.
Normally I'm asleep now.
What are you all staring at?
Oh, you're talking about birds of prey. Have you been to the centre that's near Selva, I think it is? There's a
No.
gosh.
We
I'm trying
find
to
out about
remember the
lots of
name
things
it.
we should do by getting these wonderful people into our studio.
This is an amazing place where they take in injured birds
Right.
and rehabilitate them. Some of them never get to go again, but you can see these monstrous birds hopping around on the ground. I shall have to give you
not
the
COVID.
details.
That's not COFIB.
I don't think it is COFIB, no.
It is. I mean, there was a captive breeding program years ago that they took the European vulture, which was formerly native to the islands here and almost extinct, and they had a breeding. This is 20 plus years ago, a breeding program somewhere in that part of the island. So maybe it was the same place, and started reintroducing European vultures and getting farmers to leave things like dead goats
Yes.
and dead sheep around because they're carrion feeders, and they were very successful, and they have spread all the way along the Tramontana. We have some in our village.
You've seen them in
So you see
Zarico, yeah.
European
Fantastic.
vultures circling above when you're walking in the mountains. It's not the most... I feel like you're in a cowboy movie and your
Yes.
days are numbered.
Yeah.
And when you've
quite
got a little
impressive.
dog, it's like...
Oh, don't
But
say that.
This place is near Kaimari, and I think they only open on Mondays. But it's well worth going to have a look. It's fascinating.
Kaimari,
We'll
Olive
try
Fair
to get
coming up, isn't there?
information.
Yes, Olive Fair.
That's coming up in Kaimari, so that's always a good one to visit as well,
Yes.
isn't it?
And there's the Honey Fair in Newby, which will be
Yes.
coming up soon. I haven't got all these dates because I didn't prepare myself.
No, sorry,
for
we'll
this.
get back to your list in a minute. But no, actually, this while we're talking about this, actually,
Yeah.
this autumn time is a great one for effectively harvest festivals, isn't it?
It is.
There's one place had a myrtle fair.
The
There's sweet fairs.
problem is always pinning down when they actually are more than a week in advance.
Yes.
Like I know that Sepobla has a rice fiesta, like a rice weekend, and I messaged them saying, "Hi, I'm just checking when it is," and you just never get any answer.
No.
It's just that all of a sudden it's like, well, it was last week and you missed
the
it.
amount of times we've
that
heard
kind
of
of
those
thing.
things.
Well, a case in point is TaPalma, which
Yes.
starts
Here we go, yeah.
tomorrow. And
Well, it
goes on till
started
Sunday.
yesterday.
Well, with the
They
competition,
had the
last
competition,
night. Yeah.
and they announced the winners, but nobody knows who they are because they don't actually write the names of the people. They're just pictures of people that. I don't know who won. Did you see that post? It's like, okay, great,
No.
well done, everyone. I don't know who you are, but congrats.
Congratulations. Crazy.
Palma's great. It starts tomorrow, and they are, as you said, they're already that there's very little information to find out for something that starts tomorrow or yesterday.
Yeah, I wrote about it last week, and there was nothing really on the website except the dates.
Yeah.
So
Tell us-
hopefully there's a little bit more going on. But TaPalma, if you've never been to it, is like a tapas trail. In fact, several routes around Palma that are laid out, and you usually get a little guide which tells you what they're doing. Tapa's usually less than €4, and then you go and have a drink in a tapa, and then you go and say, right, well, I can move to the next place. So you can move around on the route. You can do them all. You don't have to. But as I say, there's no information at the moment.
Yeah.
There's usually around 50 establishments taking part.
There's
So
an
you
app.
can go more than once unless you're very hungry. You do all
Yeah,
50.
yeah.
There is an app, so hopefully they'll upload the routes.
Let's hope so.
Because you can do just around Santa Catalina or just around the old town, or there's areas of Palma that you can
Yes.
choose to base yourself in. Can't you
Yes.
just bounce from one bar to the next?
Yeah, great fun.
They
And it's a
are.
good way to talk to people. And in the past, there's been a competition, so you could vote with your little passport. You can vote for your favourite tapa. But I don't know if they still do that now. They've got this tapas competition.
I don't know if they allow for people power.
No, maybe not.
Yeah.
They don't allow enough power to them to know what's going on. So
No.
But when you're listening to this podcast, we'll put the dates below for TaPalma, so hopefully there's a bit of it still left.
No, it'll be finished by the time this
Well,
podcast comes out.
what-
Yeah.
Is it normally a week or?
it's usually Wednesday to Sunday.
Oh, really? Okay.
So-
And it's lunchtimes and evenings.
What I'll do is I'll put this bit of the interview out now on stories on our social media. So anybody who wants to kind of find out more, better get themselves over to the TaPalma website because we can't help you any further.
No, but it's such a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially as it is literally designed to drum up a little bit of low-season business for restaurants that might be quiet. So it's a marketing exercise without any marketing, isn't
Yeah.
it, really?
Low season is a really tough subject, isn't it, really? Because I've just been trying to organise flights back to visit my father
Where's your
in
papa
his care
live?
home.
Where does he live?
He lives in Leighton Buzzard now,
Oh, where's that exactly?
Bedfordshire.
Okay. Luton Way.
Luton way, yeah. So I can fly to Luton,
Yeah.
but I've got to fly back from Birmingham.
No.
There are not a lot of great flights available, and the ones that are at crazy hours.
Oh.
And I don't want to be checking in at 5 o'clock in the morning.
No, nobody does.
It's not my sign, not my style.
Did you know there's a wine event happening this weekend coming in Calvia?
I didn't.
Ah.
Ooh,
Here
tell us
we are.
about that.
I'll tell you
then.
about this.
Neither did
It's
I, for what it's
organised by
worth.
Som de Mallorca, and it's on this Saturday on the 8th. And there's in front of the church, there's loads of different wineries are going to be there. You buy a ticket, you can buy it in advance, and it gives you tastings of the wine and your commemorative wine glass.
Ooh.
And yeah, we love a commemorative wine glass, especially in our house. We keep breaking them. And then it's not us, it's the dishwasher. And also you get money off if you're buying a bottle of wine.
Great.
And I think there's 8, maybe 10 bodegas, wine companies organising, participating, and it's kind of nice. They had one in Saraco, which we didn't know about, and then we literally drove into the village and it was mobbed. So what's going on here? And then we realised there was a wine party happening in our square, and we were like, let's join in.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It's an example of how difficult it is to find out what's going on this island if you don't even know what's
Yes.
going on 300 yards from your house sometimes, despite trying your best to find these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
It's
It is. I mean, you need to know. I mean, because we've been here, all of us have been here for a long time, we get to know the regular things.
Yes.
When, for instance, we have a wine fair in Manacor, part of the spring fair. So we know that when the spring fair is, posters start to go up, that's when the wine fair is going to be. But
that's what the calendar Mallorca is. That's why that began, because Nina, she was so frustrated with missing out on stuff that was really good for the family as well. Maybe not wine events so much, but, things for her and her children to do.
yeah.
And we'll do our best to keep you posted about these as and when we find out about them. But things, we mentioned them before, like the Olive Fair in Kaimari. It's the most beautiful little mountain town. Gorgeously pretty, and it does olive oil, but it does about a million other things too. But that's coming up anytime soon, isn't it?
That's kind of a nice one. And last year we ended up buying a load of Christmas presents there. I did anyway.
Well, I remember we went one year and somebody was selling on one of the market stalls avocados, really cheap avocados.
Oh, yeah.
So we went with friends and we bought all these avocados and they were fantastic. But they weren't there last year, so disappointing.
We bought a lot of cakes from school groups, didn't we?
We did. I did.
You're very brave.
Guilty. I haven't got a problem with that at all. It's been in the oven.
We saw that. We saw that at Dijous Bo as well. There's a lot of little school groups finance their school trips by selling cakes at the local fiestas. So if you see them, they're normally giving you the absolute hard sell, aren't you? They're not. They're dragging you in and saying, "Come and buy our cakes."
Yeah.
But we normally oblige.
But it is great to think that the children are actually doing something like that rather than just going to mummy and daddy and saying, "I need money."
Yeah, well,
They're learning about the value of money and
it's tradition. Every last year of primary, you have to do fundraiser.
that's great.
But I mean, it's normally to pay for a trip that they're doing. They get the benefit from it. So obviously they're motivated to be part of it. But yeah, Gigi did one. I think they went to Valencia or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and she loved it as well. Really enjoyed it.
Good lesson for life, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's if you want something, work for it, I suppose, isn't it? So, what else is on your list that we haven't got to so far?
Yes, tell us your list.
All right, okay. Well, I'm going to mention something that I'm sure you know about because it's quite local, and that's Port Adriano's Food Passion.
I've heard about it, but tell me about it because actually,
this is a
street
number
foods?
of restaurants, bars, cafes in Port Adriano who at the weekends do a special menu, 3-course menu for between 25 and 35 euros. So you have to book, but here I am. Here's a little, I'll tell you, for instance,
She's getting the bits of paper out now.
Bangkok
getting
Thai
serious.
tapas bar. Does that appeal to you?
It
Yes.
does, yeah.
So you could have dumplings filled with pork and prawns, served with crunchy garlic and a sweet and sour sauce. Oh, this is a really long one. And then there's a soup, then there's a tartare. Oh, goodness knows. Anyway, that's 27 euros for all of that.
And
Coco Cru Bar, they have a 3-course meal. La Terraza, Vino del Mar, La Oca. All the menus and the prices and the telephone number to book are on Port Adriano's website. And in my experience, I've had quite a lot to do with Port Adriano over the years. They know what they're doing.
I like,
do, yeah.
I like
They're
Port
efficient.
Adriano. I
They're
like the
efficient.
marketing team a lot.
Yeah.
Port Adriano is a sort of, it's quite a swanky looking port for big posh boats, isn't it? Down sort of between Santa Ponza and kind of Magaluf, Palma Nova area.
Yes.
It's,
Philippe Stark.
it is, yeah. It's been there for a long time, but they extended it probably about 10 odd years ago to with a Philippe Stark back wall and a sort of terrace, new wooden restaurant structure. And since then, they've been doing really good marketing. They do gigs there in the summer. We saw Bonnie Tyler and Boney
I'm
M.
holding her for Ricky.
Bonnie
Yeah.
Tyler.
And they do lots of little...
Who else
She
did
was
we
good.
see?
This year, I only just saw those two.
Bonnie Tyler.
We saw Texas there a couple of years
Texas
ago.
was
brilliant.
She was great.
Charlene Spiteri is a goddess.
Yeah,
Wow.
so they have a little sort of music venue there in the summer, but there's loads and loads of events to kind of keep the place buzzing. And I guess this is probably one of the last ones before they slow down a bit.
Yeah, I
But,
think so. But
Jan,
then,
have you eaten at any of these restaurants?
No, because it's only started it's just for November.
I know,
So
but
it
have you
starts-
eaten at any of those restaurants?
No, I haven't
anyway?
actually. I don't think I have. Coco Cru Bar,
Well,
Vino del Mar, La Terraza,
which
La
one would you
Oca.
go to first?
Ooh,
What piques your interest?
I quite like the Bangkok Thai.
Yeah, me too.
Because
yeah, I think so.
sounds great. And there's one...
Ollie and I have got a bit of a food sort of snobbery thing going on,
Have
I
we?
think. Yeah, a little bit. Like,
Go
because
on.
he's a great cook. So sometimes it's a bit like, well, we could make the same, just better at home for less money. You know, that kind of thing. So I like going out for food that we maybe wouldn't cook at home.
Yeah.
Or if
You
we
know.
do, it's not as good as the one you'd have out. You know?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And sometimes, sorry, go on, Jan.
So I say I'm a bit the same, really. If I go out, I want to have something that I wouldn't cook at home. So,
So
If we go out for a steak these days, it's like 25 quid each, and you go, well, I could get enough steak for two of us for about a tenner,
Yeah.
and do a pretty good job of cooking it at home. So that's kind of, because it's always really nice to have, but Thai or Indian or some really good Spanish food, I can't do it as well at home.
do you like Japanese?
I do.
Yeah.
Do you like Japanese, Ollie?
I do. I'll eat anything, frankly, but it's...
You've
go on.
probably heard this, but
Yeah.
the
Ish,
best
yes.
fine dining restaurant in Spain is in Palma. It's also the second best fine dining restaurant in the world.
According to who?
This is according to reviews from TripAdvisor
Oh, okay.
and also editorial review.
Yes.
And
There were some air
called-
quotes going on there.
And it's called Izakaya.
Have
which
you
is-
eaten there?
I have eaten there, and my God.
Is it worth it?
Oh, it's brilliant.
Is it expensive?
It depends what you have, really.
Okay, so it's not a menu, for
There
example, we
are
can go and have.
3 tasting menus. There's an a la carte menu, 2 lunchtime menus, one €39 and one £49,
That's
which
doable.
includes a glass of something. It's lovely. The place is lovely, and I really understand. As soon as I went in, I really understood why so many people had voted it. On TripAdvisor had posted good reviews.
Izakaya.
Izakaya.
Right.
It's a Japanese word that means tavern or bar. And
Right.
in Japan, it's a place where you would go and have a small plate of food and a drink.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a controversial question. What's it doing in Palma?
Well, it was a typical Japanese tavern. It was tucked away somewhere. And 2.5 years ago, they decided to make it a fine dining restaurant and moved it to its current location. And the staff are really good. Everybody greets you as you walk in. The food is exceptional. And it was a really great experience. And my husband loved it. He eats out with me mostly. And he doesn't get very enthusiastic. He'll enjoy something, but he raved about this
Oh, okay.
place.
What did he like?
And I think he liked everything. And he said to me halfway through, if I was a single younger man going out on a date, I'd bring her here to impress her.
Oh, okay.
West.
I guess that's high praise, isn't it?
It
Sounds
is,
like
and
it,
I'm
yeah.
thinking you're not single and you're not young. But date night's fine.
Yeah.
Whereabouts is it? You said it's a new
It's
location.
just literally off the waterfront. You know where Hogan's is? It's near there. And
Really?
it's just literally, I mean, it doesn't look, when you
It's
walk
not even a
past it.
particularly salubrious
If you're driving
area.
up towards the AC Ciudad Hotel, it's on the
Yeah.
right-hand side.
Oh.
And I must have driven past it quite a few times without noticing it. But once you get inside, it's lovely. It's
Okay.
very discreet. It's not loads of Japanese things all over the place. It's quite subtle.
We are
very
so
smart.
going there.
Yeah.
Please ask me out on a date.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you like Wagyu beef, they do Wagyu beef of the top grade.
Ooh.
Plate of
I
that.
don't think I've ever had Wagyu beef.
It's a bit beyond our budget normally.
Well,
But,
happy birthday, Christmas, and happy anniversary to me.
Roll it all into one.
perfect. That's a great recommendation, actually.
Yeah,
So,
it
as I said,
is.
second best restaurant in the world.
Second best in the world. The best was in Argentina. And coincidentally, the owner of this restaurant is Argentinian.
Really?
So, hang on, not even the best Japanese restaurant in the world, the best,
Fine
restaurant.
dining.
Okay.
Best fine dining restaurant.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations to them.
Yeah, and it was faultless. I mean, they knew we were coming, so.
Oh, right. Did you give
But-
them a heads up? Did they get the
Well,
rah-rahs?
yeah. But in fact, somebody else suggested that we go, and somebody who knew him, so. It's, it's very, very good, very impressive. Definitely a treat.
Okay,
treat
we'll see if
place.
we can get ourselves invited.
You'll have to book.
No, we're getting invited, Jan.
Where are you being invited to next? Have you got other places you're heading to soon?
No, not really. Certainly haven't got any invitations.
Bummer.
But please, I'm very open.
There are many restaurants on this island, and Jan is the person you need there.
We
so.
need Jan to go and eat at new places so she's got things to talk about.
Yes.
So please invite her. Get on with it, people. Get the phone. Dan's phone number is...
This time of the year, of course, is quite difficult because a lot of places are closing. And that does make it hard when you're reviewing restaurants. So
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go back, because I've been doing this for a few years, I'm going to have to go back and start again.
When is the Mostra della Quina? Because there's a Mostra della Quina in Calvia. I think it's in April and in October, November.
That's a competition, isn't it?
No, it's not a competition.
okay,
It's like
just
a food promotion.
Special menus, isn't
Yeah.
it? Special prices.
When I worked at Mood, they hated doing it because people were coming in and eating like very cheaply, and it used to drive the chef mad. Hi,
Yeah.
Les.
Things that you have to do to get people through the doors.
Yeah, but I
sometimes.
think a lot of places feel like, well, what's the point? You know, when you're not making any money on a plate of food, why cook it in the first place?
Yeah, they're hard
You know.
work, these things.
Because you get like booked out, and you've got maybe 90 or 100 people booked, and you're just knocking out the same plate over and over again, and you know that you're not going to make any money that night. So, like, if you were doing it at the same like level and quality that you would normally do it, let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's boring for the chef. And people who are going in for a cheaper meal probably aren't going to buy a very good bottle of wine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true enough. And I mean, these are usually set up as a marketing opportunity for times when people will be quieter. But some places we've been to in these kind of events cut costs on these nights, and actually that's not really doing them much good either, because you go
No.
into somewhere and you go, well, it wasn't very nice, I won't go back there again. You know,
Right.
so actually you're supposed to drum up business for when you're less.
Yeah.
Delicate line to tread. you
Yeah,
know?
it
You
is,
need to
and-
want to impress the people who are coming so much that they would actually come back and pay the real price, and at the same time not drive yourself crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's delicate line.
And there are so many restaurants as well. Now, I'm going to mention a restaurant that I didn't mention last time.
Oh, okay.
Because we were talking last time I came, about restaurants that are more affordable. And this is the Pro Tour Nicer Hotel
Where's that?
in Palma. It's very close to the police station.
How do you spell it? Nicer.
Naisa.
Naisa. Okay.
And
Oh, I think I've been there with Jason.
Oh, possibly, yes,
Round the
because just
corner
round
from
the
the
corner.
bulletin,
Just
yes.
round the corner.
And he was
they
acting
have-
all flash, but it wasn't expensive.
It was- it is. It's a very reasonable place, and it's mostly full of locals. So if you like to go somewhere
food
with
was good.
locals, yeah, the
What
food
did
is
you
good.
have?
Been a few times now. It's a place to go with girlfriends after our writers' meeting. One of the places we go to.
Lovely.
What kind of food is it?
Well, it's Mediterranean, so you might have chicken, fish, all sorts of things. Salmon. We've had salmon. 3 courses, bread, glass of wine.
How much?
Water. I think it's about €19. a
That's
little bit
very
more at
good.
weekends.
You can't argue with that these days, can you, really?
No,
But,
no, no.
We've been seeking out budget Argentinian places.
Oh,
and,
we have.
Oh, what is it about the Argentinian that
They're
you like?
just
Is it the
really
meat?
good at cooking things.
It is just meat, mostly. Well, not just meat, but actually, they're just, in our experience, friendly, good value, these places. And actually, because there are lots of South Americans in Mallorca these days, and a lot of them don't earn a great deal of money, then there are lots of Argentinian and South American restaurants that will produce a big pile of food on a budget and a smile with it, which that's enough to keep me happy.
So we're going to recommend somewhere to you.
Great.
It's called Asador Cumbrecita, and it's in Son Ferrer.
Which is not far from Port Adriano. In fact, you can probably see it from there, couldn't you?
Yeah,
It's a whole 2 kilometres
It's
from
not
there.
far, and they do like a plate, a parrillada, which is grill,
A grill.
of various things. So you've got sausages and steak and chicken, and I think it was lomo, which is
Molleja.
pork.
Is it molleja? That's the sweetbreads, isn't it?
Yes.
And then potato,
She makes a face.
Yes.
and then jacket potatoes, and grilled vegetables, and that was €36 for 2 people.
Wow.
And they actually bring a
And
little
it's-
barbecue to your table.
They bring the whole, there's no way you can finish it. You have to end up having a baggie to take the rest of it home.
I think it did about 4 meals all told for
dogs
us,
were
frankly, for
thrilled.
€35.
Fantastic. Asado.
Cumbrecita, Cumbrecita. I'll look it up.
Cumbrecita.
Yeah, it was really good. But the nice thing was, because we were going there after a job. I've been I can't remember if we were going to Esjardí or wherever it was.
We were taking pictures of Boney M.
Okay, so we were going to Porto Adriano, and but we were hungry, and I said, well, look, I only have to take the pictures for like 15 minutes, just the beginning of the concert. I don't need to be there for the whole thing. So why don't we do the job and then go and get some food? So Ollie was like, where can we go, where can we go? And then he found this place on the road to Porto Adriano, and I nipped in, saved a table for when we, like, you'll have to come back by 10:30 because the kitchen closes at 11. I was like, yeah. Came back, they're like, Vicky, you came back. He's like, yeah. and then from that moment on, they just remembered my name, which I found I really liked that.
That's good.
And the energy of the place was just nice.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just your typical.
It's a long way from Flash, as you can imagine, for those prices, but it's just it's honest food.
Yeah.
Nice people.
Yeah, it's just
nice
a typical Spanish bar, but the food was good and really excellent. So big up them.
Sounds like a good recommendation. Do they open for lunch? Do you know?
Let me just check.
Probably.
Unfortunately, they are closed on Wednesdays, so you can't go today. Sorry, my friend. They are open Thursday to
Tuesday.
Friday. They're closed on Tuesdays as well.
Okay.
No, that's a very good point.
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm looking at Tuesday closed, Wednesday closed, Thursday to Monday they're open from 8 a.m. until midnight.
Wow. That's
They
quite
are-
something, open all day.
They're hard-working fellas, but they're really good. Yeah, I'll send you the thingy.
Have we reached the bottom of your list, or have you got more that you need to tell us about?
Well, I was going to tell you about a place that's a little bit different. Sometimes people say, I want to go somewhere that's different. And this is a restaurant near Montuiri in the countryside called Son Bascos. Do you know it?
No. I was
It
in
used to be
Monterey
a
last
quail
week.
farm.
Really? Right.
The first time I ever went there was with some friends from the UK, and they wanted something quirky. So we went to this place. It was a quail farm, and the restaurant menu was quail and chips and salad.
I always feel a bit bad eating quail
Really?
because they're little.
They are little, yeah, but they're still little when they're adults.
I know,
So it's not like the babies.
They probably live quite free range, don't they?
Anyway,
so.
Till the end.
it was a fun restaurant because we went there and we had our quail and chips and salad, and the waitress kept coming and saying, "Would you like another quail?" And kept feeding us these quail, and it was really, really cheap. And it's still there, but after COVID they weren't allowed to breed quail. I don't know why. So they don't breed quail there. Quail is still like the mainstay of the menu, but they have other things too. But it's very cheap and it's very popular.
What's it called?
Son Bascos.
Where is it?
It's near Montuiri. If you were heading on the main road towards Manacor, you would come off at the Randa turn
Yeah.
and just go up the road. Don't go to the Randa, but go straight on and just follow. There is a sign, I think, but it's in the countryside. And
These
it's
are
an
all
old
good
farm.
recommendations. I like
Yes.
that. I really like restaurants that sort of do one thing more or less. It's
Yeah.
like, this is what we do. We do it because we do it well. If you don't like it, go somewhere else.
It's like the Pamboli restaurant in Montuiri. Have you
Oh,
been
here
to
we
that
go.
one?
No?
And I can't remember the name of it because Pamboli is not a thing I eat very often. But it just does Pamboli, lots of different types. And it's very popular.
There is a place on the way between Palma and Manacor, a huge restaurant on a roundabout. that
It's
always-
Prufe.
Yeah, that one. It's always got a car park with 300 cars in it and a queue around the block. And at the times we've been past it, we think there must be something good going on there, but we've never had the opportunity to go.
It's cheap.
Okay,
We've
so-
never eaten there. Richard thinks we have, but we have never eaten there. And one of our friends who owns a cafe in Manacor, we said to him one day, "There's always a queue, it must be really good." And he went, "Casa de Anticomida."
Okay, right.
I thought,
yeah.
oh, okay. But it's popular. It's cheap, very quick. You can be in and out, 3-course meal with about 25 minutes.
No
Secret
thanks.
to their
It's too
success,
fast.
isn't it, really?
We know someone who used to work there, and they do about between 800 and 1,000 covers a day, I think. Can you
Wow.
imagine being the washer-upper?
Well, I looked at it the other day, actually, because I was doing some work in Monterey and thinking that would be good to go to. And it is very, very traditional Mallorquin food, isn't it?
It is.
And
It's very
obviously
traditional.
doing something right. Well,
Yeah.
maybe cheap is the thing it does right.
Yeah.
But,
A lot of people really like it because it's cheap and because
Yeah.
it's food that's familiar.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's the thing. But we came past on Sunday, and I've never seen such a huge queue on Sunday. Huge it was.
But it was last weekend was like a fiesta weekend.
Yeah, it was Fiesta, yeah.
So maybe that was why it's bigger.
I
Yeah, it was
I
very
don't think
busy.
you can make a reservation. You show up and join the queue,
Yeah.
I think. And you look at it and you go, I'll be here for hours, but I think it moves pretty quickly.
It does move quickly. I don't think there's no sobremesa.
Here's your food, get lost.
Yeah, gone.
The, another place people talk about is the meat restaurants in Hanover for the same kind of thing, don't they? It's like
Yes.
a big turnover there. And they're famous, aren't they? Like,
Yeah, they are. Are they cellar restaurants?
Yes.
I've not been to any of them.
Me
I must
neither.
admit,
I don't
so.
think I have, but everyone this
for a long time.
This is the place to go. It's like, really? It doesn't really appeal to me. Yes, I've just been raving about a big plate of Argentinian food, but it's, I don't know, like that kind of in-out, everybody rush, industrialisation of it, I'm not that into.
No. For me, going out to eat is an experience, so it's not just the food. It's everything, and you don't want to be rushing.
No.
I don't.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So, right.
Any more?
I could give you 3 places to go in Felanitx.
Please do.
Oh,
Because-
why are you picking on Felanitx?
Well, it's not too far from Manacor, but it was always a place that didn't seem to have very much going on in terms of food. And this year it's exploded, really.
Oh.
There's a restaurant we used to go to when we first moved here, which was recommended to us, called Estragon. And it always reminded me of like a little French restaurant. It was very cosy, little fire in the corner. Very lovely people who ran it. They sold it. It's now got a German owner, but really nice guy. And the restaurant's been totally modernised, but the food's really good and the service is good.
What kind of food is it?
It is Mediterranean, really. They have a very short menu, so everything's fresh.
That's the same name, Estragon.
Estragon, yeah. And it's near the park, big park in Felanitx, and it's right next door to it in a corner. And you can park, usually,
Right.
very close by in the street.
Felanitx is another one of a long list of places I've sort of driven through. I don't think I've ever stopped in Felanitx.
Yeah, it's a funny little place. Sorry, Felanitx. It's actually a nice place when you get to know it.
It's got this gigantic sort of fort that's ruined on the edge of town.
Yeah.
It looks like a fort, or it looks like a factory that looks like a fort or something, doesn't
Yes.
it? Maybe I'm always driving past looking at the fort rather than looking at the town.
Yeah, you're going out on the Campos Road, probably.
Something like that, yeah. It's,
So Estragon's very good, but if you like tapas, there is a place called Pax Gastro Bar, and that is superb.
PAX.
PAX, and it's a little square, pretty little square called Pax, Plaza de Pax. And that opened earlier this year. Since it opened, they've put a terrace at the front and they've got a terrace at the back. It's really popular, opens from 6 in the evening, and you do have to book, and they do the most incredible. Some of the food is really delicious. They have very good wines. Sommelier used to work at Estragon, funnily enough.
it's a small town, is it? Right.
It's a small town. And then there's another little place called Batek, which is just, do you know the square, the biggish square as you drive in?
I'll say yes.
Yes,
Probably
okay.
don't.
BATEK.
EK.
And that's tapas and restaurant as well. That's got a little terrace at the back, and that's very good. And their chef moved from Salicornia in Colonia de San Jordi, which is quite a good restaurant. So, so there's 3 top tips for Felanitx.
That sounds great. There's always, you talk about chefs and sommeliers moving, there's always a kind of transfer window for restaurant staff about now. And
Yes.
We go to Port Andratx quite a lot, it's quite close to where we live, and been there for a long time, and suddenly you'll see the waitresses move next door, or the chef goes 3 doors down or something like that, and everybody gets up and moves a few spaces at this time every year.
It gets a bit confusing because you're looking at them thinking, do I know you from somewhere? Where have I seen you before? And then you have to
You realise
because in your brain,
you know them from everywhere because they've worked at all
where
of
did
them.
they
at
work
this point.
before?
They move around, who's paying the best.
Or if you see them outside of the, in their civvies in the supermarket or something, you're like, oh, hi. No, they're not your friend, Vicky. They're not your friend. They just serve you coffee.
There's one fella.
Because you've seen them for so many times.
There's one fella in Port Andratx, Mariano. He's a very keen cyclist. He's kind of Port Andratx's most gregarious waiter. Everyone really likes him.
Yeah.
Big tall guy. He's in a different place every year because I think some of them go, we need him. People like him, so they kind of get him, and people go, oh, we go to his new place.
Yeah.
He's also super fit, so he can do the job.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot. It's hard work being a waiter,
Yeah.
especially with crossing the road all the time, which they have to do in the front line on Port Andratx.
I was
Yes.
following him on Strava during during COVID, when all the restaurants were shut, he was doing 500 kilometres a week.
Good grief.
In Andratx, because he
Wow.
couldn't leave Andratx.
Yeah, you're not allowed to cycle outside of
Round
Andratx.
and
That's all he did. I
round
think
we
he did
go.
Andratx 4 times a week, more or less.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I'm glad those days are over.
Yes.
Fab. Anyway, so I
What
guess,
have we? What coming up? Christmas time. Where are you going to be? What's your plans?
We're always here for Christmas. Always here for Christmas.
Because the big question is, where does everybody go for Christmas? Because there's a lot of people asking in the Mallorca Facebook group, where can I have my Christmas lunch? And a lot of people are already booked out, they're already sold out. So do you
Yeah.
have any secret thoughts?
At the moment, no, but
Maybe that's a topic for your Sunshine Radio there.
it is, could be. It could be
Because
because
it's
it
a
is
widely
tough.
discussed topic at the moment.
Yeah, and a lot of people want the traditional.
Absolutely. And the
British.
thing is, like, a lot of British people who come over to celebrate Christmas here, like, they want to bring English Christmas with them.
Yes.
It doesn't exist here in that way, especially if you're thinking about going to a hotel or a restaurant, they're not necessarily going to serve it. I remember being in Germany over Christmas one year and thinking, ho, 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 no, no, no. It was literally like, what do you want for lunch today? It was like Christmas Day was not a thing.
Yeah.
Because Christmas Eve
Christmas
is the
Eve.
thing, and I'd completely missed me.
Normally we don't go out on Christmas Day, we cook at home, but we went many years ago to a hotel in Santa Ponsa
Oh, God.
that managed to run out of turkey
They ran
halfway
out of
through.
turkey.
Oh, my goodness. How embarrassing.
As you can
It
imagine,
was so funny.
there was something of an uproar, and they said we didn't think that people would want it that much. It's like, right, we skimped on the research bits there. So,
Oh, dear. Oh. Yes.
yeah, I think they worried there was going to be staffed turkey sandwiches for 6 months, but yeah, the opposite problem. They had revolution on their hands.
And it's when somebody asks me, like, where shall I go? I'm like, I'm racking my brains thinking, well, what's open, what's serving, what's good. And there's not that many, and all the good places are pretty much, that I know of anyway, are already booked.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
they're full. Maybe a hotel, maybe, I don't know, some Vida, someone like that might be doing something.
We need to get back to you on that, dear listener. If we find out
Yes.
places that, if you are a restaurant doing a Christmas lunch this year, please let us know, and we'll happily give you a plug.
Yeah. Same thing with Thanksgiving. There's a few people now
Yes.
doing Thanksgiving because of the our American friends are here.
Now that we've got quite a few Americans here, I'm sure there will be some Thanksgiving dinners.
There's 3 that I know of.
Oh,
There's
wow.
Country Club Mallorca, the tennis place, Groink up in Felanitx/Deià, and then there's also Hard Rock Cafe are doing Thanksgiving special. Yeah, those are the 3 I know.
Plenty of Americans here these days, aren't there?
There are quite a few, but again, it's like, isn't it like a family day that you would spend with people in a
Yeah.
house? Why would you go out? Because it's all about
Well,
being
some people just
together.
don't want to cook, do they? Which is fine. It is a bit of a palaver, isn't it?
Private
Christmas lunch,
chef.
but I quite like
Private
it.
chef.
There you go. That's a good idea. Private chef.
Yeah.
We know quite a few of those. Punt them
Unfortunately
out.
related to some of them, and some of them cook us Christmas dinner, or we participate. That's
We've
what
got
we do.
2 private chefs in the family.
Oh, that's
This
nice.
is also a serious recommendation, actually.
Yeah.
I think one of them was helping Max Newton up at...
Also called Max.
yes,
My
Bini
Maxi,
Aurèche.
Maxi Baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, very
Brilliant,
good.
brilliant chef. Both of them. I don't actually never eaten Max Newton's food, but brilliant chef. Oh, Maxi
Actually,
Baby.
3 of them are chefs, but one of them's a builder these
Yes.
days. But they're all 3 very good chefs, but
Yes.
just 2 of them are still doing it for a living.
Not building
And I had my
dishes,
moment.
then.
I had my moment, nothing like theirs. So I spent 2 years as a chef when I first got here. So whenever you're up at their house, it's a cooking competition
It's a
in a
bit-
very friendly way. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
no one stints on anything. If you're going to make something, you make it
Yeah,
properly.
there's-
Sounds good. Lucky you, Vicky.
it is.
Yeah, lucky me. I guess I get to do the washing up. Lucky me.
Lunch don't come for free.
No, no such thing as a free lunch.
No.
Well, thanks very much for coming in.
It was a pleasure. Lovely to see you
When
both.
are we going to see you
I
again?
was going to say, do we wish you happy Christmas now? Can you come back before
I can come
Christmas?
back before Christmas if you
Right.
wish me to.
Lovely.
Yes, of course,
Let's talk
whenever you
about
want.
Spanish Christmas and English Christmas, and I think that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, we always have an English Christmas, although we don't have a turkey now, because otherwise we're eating it for ages.
We've got Christmas traditions that we will tell you about next time round. Because we do have some cosy little traditions that we do now.
Yeah, we've developed over the last 2 decades of living here.
Yeah,
Really.
kind of like them, things that we do. That
A bit Spanish, some Spanish things and some British things.
And some Nielsen MacLeod things.
Which is as it should be,
Yes.
I suppose. So we don't need to wish you a happy Christmas. Just say thank you very much for coming in and joining us as ever.
It's a pleasure.
And bringing his nibs in, who's sitting outside with
Dog
a
sitting.
book and a coffee.
And a dog. He's got his hand over the dog's mouth. Like, shut up. Actually, no, he's torturing the dog with biscuits. The dog's like, wait, just give me the biscuit.
The dog will be twice the size when we go outside.
He loves visits from Richard.
And before you go, give us a plug for your radio show.
Yes, Mallorca. Well, it's not so much a show. There are 2 features every week. One is called Winter in Mallorca at the moment. And the other one is Restaurant of the Week, and that goes out every day at around about 12:10, and then again about 6:10. So that's a broadcast feature, 2.5 minutes long, and then the written information goes onto the website and stays there. So there's a lot of restaurants.
And it's
on
Sunshine
there.
Radio.
Mallorca Sunshine Radio, yes.
Fab.
So, yeah, tune in.
I don't know if they realise what a gem they've got.
Ah.
You're the best.
Oh,
Thanks for
thank
coming
you.
again. Love having you in here.
Oh, I love being here. It's great. You've got a fantastic setup here.
Thank you.
You've done so well.
We're working at it.
Getting there. Anyway,
Ta-ra!
see you next time.
See you.
Hey, thanks for listening. Listen, we need your help. But if you don't mind, would you please subscribe wherever you got this podcast? You can find it in most places, Spotify, iTunes, all the rest of them. Just click subscribe, and if you get a chance to leave us a review and you'd like to leave us a good one, we won't stand in your way. And something for you. If you'd like to get our monthly newsletter, then visit our website. That's Mallorca-Mallorca.es. That's Mallorca with a J, -Mallorca-ES. And follow the link there. And if you'd like to ask us a question, send us a DM to our Facebook or Instagram channels. And wherever you get your podcasts, if you see the show notes, you'll see the links for everything you need. Thanks for listening. See you next time.